An investigative team found people using misinformation and disinformation while debating solar farms in Linn County.
Yeah, it's a trend that experts are seeing across the country. We've seen it in our newsroom. KCRG TV9's I-9 investigative reporter Ethan Stein is live in the studio to explain where this misinformation is coming from and how journalists and others are trying to set the record straight.
Beth, we requested emails from Linn County supervisors about the proposed solar farm near Palo under an open records request. Among the dozens of emails, we found several pushing false or misleading facts about solar farms. Experts say that misinformation clouds legitimate debates and concerns, and it's especially a problem for local issues. One claim we saw repeatedly in emails critical of solar projects is that solar panels produce tons of toxic chemicals. Most cite the Center of American Experiment. It's a think tank in Minnesota. Our I-9 investigative team found this article claiming solar panels produce tons of toxic waste comes from another group. It cites the other group, but American Experiment doesn't have a standard policy for fact-checking those claims.
Like, if I read it and I think that I agree with most of the points in it, right? Like, I think it's adding to the conversation that we're having.
We did fact-check it. The claim originally comes from another think tank, which cites an article from Sciencing.com. Its writer is a tumor biologist who couldn't give us direct information about his qualifications to talk about solar panels. American Experiment, the group reposting his claim, says those toxic waste concerns shouldn't worry Iowans.
I think that those things aren't necessarily things you need to worry about if you're putting up a solar installation in Iowa, but it's not like those things aren't affecting real people in other countries.
But that didn't stop people from running with that claim in emails to politicians, saying it could be devastating to the environment and create serious health concerns. Linn County Supervisor Ben Rogers says he gets similar emails about solar farms nonstop.
Yeah, a lot of it's fear-based.
He says he's gotten used to people using misinformation since the pandemic started.
One of the catchphrases is, I've done my own research, or I'm doing research, and so you can find anything to justify your point of view.
This is not a brand new problem.
Tim Wenninger studies how humans consume and curate information at the University of Notre Dame. He says interest groups with their own goals can poison the conversation about an issue.
Those kernels of doubt and misinformation, someone else takes this. I heard, I forgot where, but, and they tell their neighbor. They post it on Facebook, they post it on Instagram, on Twitter. And then that takes off.
The misleading claim over toxic chemicals is just one example we found in our open records request. One argued solar farms reflect sunlight back up into the atmosphere, affecting the ozone layer. Another person said solar farms will increase the local temperatures. Both claims Caltech professor Nathan Lewis labeled extremely misleading, saying solar panels affect the ozone and temperatures no different than roads, roofs, or parking lots. Back online, American Experiment says it's not responsible for people using their article out of context, but the group wants people asking more questions.
And I don't think that giving people a platform to which to ask more questions and do more research is a bad thing, because otherwise, who's asking these questions in the first place?
And maybe you're using Google to answer those questions. We Googled today, what is a solar farm? It only returned just 421 million results in less than a second. With that much information out there, the reality is if you're looking for something online, you'll likely find it. The key experts say, fact check where that information is coming from. In studio, Ethan Stein, KCRG TV9 News.